Without any further ado, I would like to ask you please to give a respectful welcome, not very joyful for what's going on, but a respectful welcome to the Deputy Speaker of the House, Chaver Knesset Moshe Feiglin.
Thank you, aaliyah. Thank you all. Beit Shemesh definitely has a major part in that success so far, and I notice that there are much more English speakers here than Hebrew speakers before. I think we have about 4 or 5 times more people now than during the Hebrew session. Anyhow, we are here at the time of war. I decided, they were speaking, maybe we should cancel this evening. I decided not to cancel it, because simply we need each one of you, maybe more, maybe even more in times like that. Questions in times like that are being asked. You definitely deserve to know what my view of what's going on is. And I'm coming here straight from Shiva house of one of the soldiers, Shiva house of one of the Golani soldiers that were killed 2 days ago in Gaza. And right now there is a hard battle going on over there in Sajaiya. And we really have to ask ourselves, where is it going? I mean, we are the people that, this is working? We are the people that definitely knew what is going to happen if we'll run away from our country, from Gaza and from everywhere else. It's very hard now to sit in the Knesset and to meet and to discuss at the TV shows those people who are maybe responsible to what's going on now. This morning I sat on a TV show, on Channel 2, very well-known TV show. Set together with Shelly Yachimovich from Labor. Now, Shelly Yachimovich led the Labor Party, and she was a very famous commentator on Reshet Bet. To my opinion, she's in charge of the withdrawal from Lebanon till the last bit. She gave the public microphone that now they're fighting for, saying that is objective and should remain. She gave it to this movement called themselves Four Mothers during the Lebanon War, and led a tremendous pressure on the Israeli leadership to withdraw from Lebanon. So today we have 100,000 rockets of Hezbollah aimed on Israel from Lebanon, straight from the border. Also because of this lady. And she's sitting right there next to me. Of course, she was in favor of the Oslo Process that led to the withdrawal from Gaza. Israel left Gaza, the city of Gaza, many years before the disengagement. We always mix up between the two. At the Gerush from Gush Katif in 2005, we just expel ourselves and destroy the Jewish villages. We were not in Gaza then. Withdrawing from Gaza, we did because of the Oslo Process that definitely got all the help from this lady as well. And I find myself ridiculous still arguing with the same people. Not only that, but she calls me during the discussion hazui, odd. Feiglin with his odd ideas. I mean, I'm the one who knew exactly what's going to happen if they listen to you. And they did listen to you, and look what happened. And now you have the guts to call me. It's not easy if you're getting angry, if you're starting to blame, if you're saying, I told you so. You're not gaining anything from it. Every day you're starting the game from square one. It's not an easy game at all. You have to know how to play it. And I said this morning and a week ago, and you can see it in my Facebook, I said what my plan, what my solution to the problem in Gaza. What is my solution? My solution is to, first of all, and before everything else, to realize and to understand and to remember that the city of Gaza, there's no difference between the city of Gaza and the city of Yafo. Two Eretz Israeli cities sitting on the seashore of the Mediterranean. What's the difference between Gaza and Yafo? 19 years, that's the whole difference. The Arabs in Yafo are exactly the same Arabs as in Gaza, came to Israel approximately the same time, from the same places, by the way, most of them from Egypt. Same thing, exactly the same thing. The history of Yafo, both biblical cities, by the way, with long Jewish history. There was a Jewish community in Gaza until 1936. Very famous shul, Rabbi Shalom Najara, that we sing his Shabbos songs every week, was the chief rabbi of Gaza. But the commentator asked me, is Gaza part of Eretz Israel? And I'm talking about serious people, intelligent people. He did not become a commentator in Channel 2 because of nothing. Is it really part of Eretz Israel? Yes, in the last 20 years, we brainwashed ourselves to death, making Gaza to as it is Antarctica, maybe, Alaska, Australia. Yes, it's part of Eretz Israel. So we are not fighting we're not defending ourselves. We're fighting for justice. It's ours. This is the first thing we should understand. And we should take it over. And we should take it over, capture the whole Gaza Strip, as we did in 1967. First of all, with the right goal. And second, with the right moral. Two things that I'm afraid we're missing today. And I'm talking about the right goal should be victory. Nothing less than that. Victory means destroying your enemy and take over the place. The enemy is not the tunnels. The enemy is not the rockets. And the target is definitely not to weaken the Hamas. Did Churchill said that the enemy is the Luftwaffe's airplanes? Was the target to weaken Hitler, Ymach Shmo? If that's the way World War I would have been done, there would be no victory at the end of it. God forbid. When you go into war, you can't go lirvia velishlish. When you do that, you pay the price, and it's a very hard one. At the 6 Days War, it took less than a day to take over the Gaza Strip. It took 6 days to win the whole war. It took about a day to take over the Gaza Strip. You don't run after tunnels. You don't go into the homes. You hit the leadership hard. You understand that you're the good guy and they're the bad guy. You represent good. They represent evil. By the way, I told that today to this family I went to visit. I told them, I want you to know one thing, that your son fought and died for the good side. It's something that, unfortunately, we have to remind ourselves here in Israel every once in a while. And because we are the good side, and they are the bad side, the evil side, there is no such a thing. We're willing to sacrifice our soldiers to save those people that from them, from their circles, coming these rockets. We have a war over here. And the war is not against the Hamas. And there's no innocent people around it. Hamas was elected in a democratic election by most of the population. Hamas is a leadership of that population. Hamas is hiding behind that population. Hamas getting its power from that population. So as Torah tells us, we should leave one of the corners open for them to run away. And those who don't do it, it's their problem. We should never, ever put our soldiers in danger afterwards if we can finish the job in a different way. So these are the two rules. First of all, we should look for victory. We should win. We should take over. We should destroy Hamas and take over the whole city. And we should do it according to Jewish moral, and not according to this immoral ideas that putting our soldiers in danger. Now the question is, what are we going to do afterwards? The question is, what are we going to do afterwards with 1.8 million Arabs in Gaza? Well, there are three categories. The first category is those who are fighting against you, who fought against you, fighting against you, still not accepting your full sovereignty on your land. And if I did not mention that, of course it's part of it. I'm not talking about going back to Gaza as a colonialist, as we did in 1967. No. I'm talking about going back to Gaza as the owner of the land, as we did in Yafo in 1948. Those who fought you in the past or don't accept your sovereignty today should be destroyed or sent away. That's the first category. It's simple. 80%, around 80%, maybe more, of the people who live in Gaza Strip wants to leave, wants to find a future in a better place, out of this country. I'm talking about it for many years. 2 weeks ago, another big survey was published in Ynet website that shows that 80% of them wish to leave. Israel can help that process to happen. Israel should invest a lot of money that today is being invested in rockets, in barbed wires, in guards in every coffee shop, and so on. Exactly in that target. So in 10, 15 years, the population will be the Arab population in Gaza will be much smaller. And the minority that will decide to stay can stay somehow with the same position as the Arab in East Jerusalem did. Not immediately, not automatically. They'll have to go through a few tests and so on. A few years should pass, and only according to the Israeli interest and on our own time and on our own amount that we will decide to let them get that position, they will be able to. Meanwhile, we should look at reality and see that a tremendous miracle is going on today in the land of Israel. All the population in the world, east and west, including the Arab world, is shrinking, getting smaller and smaller. People not having more than 2 kids today. Most of the countries, east and west, having less, including the Arab world. The only community, if I can call it, that is growing today in the whole world, instead of getting smaller, is the Jewish community in Eretz Israel, not in the diaspora, in Eretz Israel. It's amazing. And don't tap yourself on the shoulder. It's not only the settlers or the religious or the Haredi people. I'm talking about the leftist, secular lady in Tel Aviv, Ashkenazi, okay, in Tel Aviv. The average Western lady in London or Paris who wishes, she don't have babies because she wants to, how do you say it? What? What? A career. She wants to express herself. I don't know how to say it. Okay? And the average Israeli lady, having 3 kids and more, exactly from the same reason. She wants to express herself. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know how to explain it. We're talking about exactly the same culture, exactly the same values. Not that I'm happy about it, but it's a fact. But in Israel, it's reversed. It's Yad Hashem. No way to explain it, but it's a fact. Demography works today in the favor of the Jews, not of the Arabs. By the way, every year in Judea and Samaria, 15,000 Arabs leaves anyhow, without any help. This is today. Now, above that, we should notice that every 20 years, since 1930s, since the 30s, okay, approximately every 20 years, there's a wave of aaliyah coming to Israel. It was the Yekes, the Jews that came from Germany in the 30s, the Jews that came from North Africa in the 50s, the Jews that came from USSR in the 70s, from Russia, and from USSR Leshavar, as they call it, in the 90s. And here now, another 20, 25 years passing, and look what's happening. During that war, since this war, last war started, I think about 1,500 Jews came from France. Just yesterday, about 300 and more came from America, from the United States. What? This morning, right? Nefesh b'nefesh, Ken Yirbu. I believe that in the coming decade, we're going to see 1 million, maybe 1.5 million Jews coming to Eretz Israel. And that will change all the way of thinking today. There's nowhere to put them besides in these major numbers, besides Judea and Samaria, by the way. Israel is too small. So it's going to happen. It will happen, Be'ezrat Hashem. And inside this very difficult times that we have today, we should look a bit further. And the future is smiling to us. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is smiling to us. En balanes makir beniso. And it's about time that we'll have the kind of leadership that will take this amazing present that Hashem is giving us. Israel is becoming not just the state of the Jews, but the state of all the Jews. To going further to the next level, which Hashem is taking us, we need Jewish leadership, manhigut yireat shamayim, and this is what we aiming to. As Aryeh said, in the last 15 years, we marked it as our goal, and we continue going on that path, and we're having great achievements. Be'ezrat Hashem, there will be primaries in Likud sooner or later. I will be there just as I was there, Be'ezrat Hashem, just as I was there in every challenge like that came since I came to Likud. And I call all of you, those who did not join Likud yet, those who did but can get more members at the group. The power is coming from you, as I said before. Here, my assistant Eli is showing you in the back how to do it. You can look behind you. Just fill up this form. Cost you a few shekels, and you're a member of Likud, and you can vote at the primaries to the leader of the Likud, and most chances the leader of the state of Israel. We are not far away from there. We'll get there, Be'ezrat Hashem, and Be'ezrat each one of you. Thank you very much, and I'll take questions now.